I can see you right now. You're dancing. You're dancing with your thumb on the steering wheel. I can see it from here. That is music from the musical Motown, which is just booked to appear as part of the Fox Theater Broadway series for 2014-2015. Emily Murphy, who is all things communications coordinator. You're like the head honcho over there at Fox Theater by now, aren't you?
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Emily Murphy runs Fox Theater. Emily, welcome back to Big 550 KTRS.
Great to be here. Thank you.
All right, so brand new. You guys announced the lineup, starting with, you're going to start with Dirty Dancing.
That's right. Dirty Dancing, the classic story on stage.
Nobody backs baby into a corner.
No.
No one.
Is that line in the movie, I hope, or in the play?
Oh, it absolutely is. Oh, yeah. All of the wonderfully classic moments of Dirty Dancing are in the show. Even all the songs from the movie are in the show.
So is it just like the show, or is it a little different, or is it a little more dancing, or?
You know, I think with a lot of shows, when they bring a movie to the stage, they take a little liberty or they change a few things. I think this show is staying very, very true to the movie. But you're getting to see it done live, and you're getting to see all this music performed live.
And I bet you the dancing is unbelievable.
Oh my god! Oh my god! So I think you're going to get a little beefed up choreography in this show too. But
all right, so we're starting off with Dirty Dancing. When does that kick off?
That is in October.
And then Motown the musical.
Motown the musical,
which I'm sure is just basically a concert.
No, you get much more than a concert, but you feel as if you've seen an incredible concert. You've gone back in time and seen all of these shows or these songs performed live. You know, the characters performing in the show are the actual, you know, they're people portraying these musicians.
Right.
But it's Berry Gordy's story. His, you know, you start the show with him as a child, and then, you know, his starting of Motown Records, and it's just, oh my God, what a wild ride.
It's also probably like Jersey Boys and Mamma Mia, and one of those where you're like, I had no idea he had his fingers in all of those songs.
Right. Yeah. And then you get the romance with him and Diana Ross. It's really, really great.
All right. That's Motown the musical. A Christmas Story, which, again, taken from the wonderful TV show. Or movie, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Movie.
Ralphie and his Red Ryder BB gun.
Right, which is a great story how that movie came to be, but we'll get to that later. Cinderella, Phantom of the Opera. You can't go wrong with Phantom of the Opera. And then it won Best Musical a couple of years ago on Broadway. It's finally coming to St. Louis. Kinky Boots.
That's right.
Hold on. We have a little audio from Kinky Boots. Here's... That from the Tony Award-winning musical Kinky Boots. I saw it in New York this summer, and I just have one word for it. Fabulous! It's a bizarre, crazy musical, right? I mean, that's the only way to describe it.
I like the word fabulous.
It was. I mean, it's a wild ride.
It really is, and it's heartwarming. It's funny. I feel like there are so many different stories going on. They're all about acceptance, and they're all about, you know, accepting yourself and accepting others. But I feel like there are so many different characters going through that process. You know, there's somebody you can relate to anyone in the show.
Yeah, it's really great, and it was written and booked by Cyndi Lauper. Is that right?
She wrote all the music and lyrics for this show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was the first woman to win the Tony Award for the best music and lyrics on her own.
Yeah.
Not as part of a team, so she made history with that. I think she's a huge fan of Broadway, always has been, and this was really exciting for her, and I think you can just tell it's such a great, fun score.
And it's kind of a coup for Fox to get it, right? I mean, that's sort of a big plug. That's a big feather.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask, how do you guys determine what shows are going to be for the season?
That's a great question. It's such an interesting process, and it starts long before we've ever announced the season. I mean, we're already planning future seasons, and it's all based on what's currently on Broadway, and whether or not those shows plan to tour. So there are a lot of shows that you'll see on the Tony Awards that never tour, which means that you probably won't see them at the Fox.
But the ones that do, St. Louis is known as a theater place to stop.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, these tours love coming to St. Louis. They love coming to the Fox. It's such a big, beautiful theater to play in. And, I mean, they always have such a great time. St. Louis audiences are so wonderful.
Right. We should say that Kinky Boots is a story about a shoe factory in which the son is given the shoe factory to save, and it's a wild ride how he ends up saving the shoe factory.
Right. He gets some help from unexpected people.
Right, and a new line of shoes are produced, and that scene at the end of Act 1, it's talk about special effects. You don't know where to look. The whole thing's crazy. I mean, it's great.
Anytime you have choreography that includes conveyor belts,
yeah,
I mean that's pretty incredible.
It was pretty good. All right, the standalone shows: Annie, Christmas Carol, Mannheim Steamroller, $1 Million Quartet, which is fantastic, Stomp, and the Rat Pack. You sell Broadway series and then these standalones. Explain some of the packages out there.
Sure. So we have all of those shows coming. When you become a season ticket holder, you get those first 6 shows that we talked about. Those shows are here for 2 weeks, and when you get tickets to all 6 of those shows.
Right.
You also have the option to swap into, or swap out of one of your 6 shows into the standalone shows.
Right.
And you have priority access to purchasing single tickets to those other shows as well. So right now our new subscriptions are currently on sale. If you're not a season ticket holder, you can become one now before single tickets go on sale to the public for all of our Broadway shows.
And what's that phone number and website?
FabulousFox.com.
Yes.
And 314-535-1700 gets you to our subscription office.
How often do you see Mary Strauss walking the hallways over there?
Oh, pretty often.
Yeah. She's a sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
She's one of a kind.
We're very lucky to have her.
That's right. She's a St. Louis treasure. They redid the Fabulous Fox Theater. Not one penny of public money went into redoing the Fox Theater.
That's correct.
That's right. Not one red cent. And you guys have redone the ceiling and recently, and it's a St. Louis treasure.
Gorgeous.
Dirty Dancing, Motown the Musical, Christmas Story, Cinderella, Phantom of the Opera, Kinky Boots. Tickets on sale now. Standalone shows: Annie, Christmas Carol, Mannheim Steamroller, Christmas, $1 Million Quartet, which is fantastic, Stomp, the Rat Pack, FabulousFox.com. Emily Murphy, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
You got to see you down the road. 848, Big 550, KTRS.